The wind was beating in our face and the rain was piecing down. We had gas house gorilla lead point as we headed off into town. While Bill was this far right, I was only next in line. Hello Eagle was near mid-center with RE Poser not far behind, not far behind. We pulled along, hard left gas as our tanks were parched and dry. Many miles were under our belts as our Enfields rattled by. Enfield come to near and far as the cars I could see. We had iron barrels and the mighty UCEs, riding the mighty UCEs. All there for all to see. 500cc of thumping power, kicking jumped about. Fuel injected glory plus that lone carb, his chub stood out. Side stands pulled and kicked us out, and at last we were on the way. Several ghostly chariots pulled a tab down Hell's Way, down Hell's Way. Throttle pin to the stopper rate, it came up fast. The aim was running cool, and I hoped that they would last. Overpass just up ahead and a huge big loop at that. We all split off our different ways, and that was the end of that. The end of that. Bullets flew in all directions as we headed off on home. Then now we're riding the canyons and the good times and alone. One day we'll meet again as a pack and ride as one. Several ghostly Enfields beating to the drum, beating to the drum, beating to the drum. Although the day was over, was all forgotten. Tonight we all gathered around our keyboards at the Classic Motorworks Community Forum. At the Classic Motorworks Community Forum.
Hi guys, how's things? Well, about 20 degrees today. Decided to get out here and take the bike for a run, and I wouldn't say it was any picnic. Starters, it was a sort of bit of a disaster. I only ran it out, I'd say 20 kilometres in total. The bike appeared to be running by that time a little bit hot. I don't know whether it was because of the heat was coming off from the motor round here, probably down here, so I think I'm not used to this. It's maybe from the cat sitting in that position where usually it's deeper down in here, or it could even be in there too, another one, I'm not sure, because this is Euro 4 model, so I'm not used to it. But you could feel the heat coming off that and a little bit out of the motor, so I had to, you could say, abort the run. So I'm bringing it back here now to cool. This bike is also still running the original Bosch spark plug, which I'm not used to, because I always replace, when I buy these new bikes, with an NGK VPR 6ES, which I will pull out. I'll pull this Bosch plug out of this and replace it with the NGK. The other thing I'm not used to is with these bikes, all their previous Royal Enfields I've had, the C5s, it's a bit difficult bike to start, so when you get hold of it, it creaks a fair while and before it kicks over. So I've looked on a couple of YouTube channels and I've seen all these Euro 4s seem to take a while to kick over and start. One bloke suggested drop 2 litres of petrol out of the tank and try it from there. So I'm going to try a couple of different things because, like I said, I'm not used to this. This is the first bike the dealer sold, and because they've only been here a couple of weeks, and it'll be a bit of a trial and error for me because I've had quite a lot of the other ones and know a bit about them, but seeing as it's just sold in Australia, I know nothing about this bike, and it'll be a bit of a trial and error, but it shouldn't be that hard to work out, so it'll be just a matter of get into it. And the best idea is to have a 20k run, let it cool down for a couple of hours or 3 or 4 hours, and then first thing put in the NGK plug, see how it goes in, and try to figure out why it doesn't start as good as the other bikes. So we'll close on this one and we'll try another run later. So I've been trying to get this bike to kick over now for at least well over a day. Siphoned out the petrol from a full tank the other day down to, took probably a good 2 litres out. Fitted the NGK BPR 6ES plug. Got the battery charger out and fully charged the battery. Tried to start it, still the same problem. Cranked 15 to 20 times each time I had a go, then kicked over and then went off. Just like that every time. I suppose I've done about 150 k's now, and I've ridden it about 6 times. The burning smell, that's gone away now, and it's, you know, it's okay in that line, but still that same bloody cranking problem all the way. So just by accident, I was just going up to the throttle and my hand slipped on it, and I thought, and all of a sudden it kicked over. And like I said, it was just by accident, and you're just used to, after having all the other bikes, using the same method of starting all the time. And then I sort of tried this method here, and the bike started first time. Now that's pretty amazing, considering before I couldn't get it to bloody start at all. And the reason was, like, every time I tried to start it before, I used the old style and twisted the throttle just a fraction, just like I did, to allow a little bit more gas in. But with this bike, it appears every time you go near it, once you turn the ignition on, don't touch the throttle.